For the photographers that are part of my generation, most of us saw our photographs as shaping and defining our identities as Indigenous people. The work was exploratory. It deviated from a more conventional canon. If we think about photography as, having rules, a lot of the photographers that I was, contemporaries with, we were breaking those rules.
Photography has been used as a weapon against our cultures. And there's no stepping into this role as a Native photographer without contending with that reality and indigenizing the medium so that it is a tool of healing.
It's always been a medium that's always been very extractive, and I think oftentimes our history with photography and Indigenous people has always been one of fear. Indigenous people have really kind of taken back this idea of the camera being an oppressive weapon and seeing the world through our eyes.
So many of our misconceptions about who and what Native people look like or are were from misconstructions or misrepresentations of Native people. You'd never look like those Indians in the movies. And those misrepresentations are powerful, especially when you're younger and coming up. So I thought if it was through photography and film and media that created those inaccurate ideas, then maybe it was through those same means that we could construct new and accurate and identifiable representations of Native people.
The piece that's going to be in the exhibition is named Bring Her Home. It's a photograph of my friend Desba Evans. She's from these 3 different tribes that are kind of spread out. I wanted to raise awareness for the epidemic of missing and murdered Indigenous relatives. So I wanted to pick someone that symbolized that it affects all of us. It's not just one tribe and one people, it's something across the board. I think this is our way of keeping our stories alive and continue our storytelling because that's who we are. We've always been storytellers. That's how we've always passed down information to each other. So I feel like this is just another avenue of doing that and creating those conversations.
Native people have always been using different kinds of mediums to represent stories and to tell stories, whether it's in a cave or on a hide or in a ledger book or on a photo. These kinds of different ways of telling our stories has always been what we do, and it doesn't really matter the medium all that much in a lot of ways.
The ability to self-express is an act of sovereignty. It is an act of asserting your own identity, whether as an individual or as part of a collective. And I think Indigenous photographers support that. They understand that.
When we have the cameras and when we are the ones that are able to tell our stories and hold the lenses and be the ones in charge, then it's hugely different because we can actually tell the stories that we want to tell the stories that can be told to other people.
We are in so much more control of our narratives and our stories. We have the ability to cut out the middleman entirely. That self-determination and sovereignty expressed through whether it's art or entrepreneurship or anything is really what makes this an exciting time to be Native.